Really, I need to actually edit the okay. First of all, let me check if this is okay. I have so much to make up for. I haven't streamed in a month. I've been grinding this game for a month. I've also been playing a lot of Star Wars, which I will probably be streaming very soon. Very, very soon. I know it's been it's been a while. It's been a while. I did stream, yeah, the day 4.3 came out on Twitch. I don't, and I was gonna stream on Twitch a little bit more often just to see how it felt. Except, you know, I'm just gonna stick to YouTube because of the fact that it's like unlimited VODs. I can just have them sit here and then I can make a video out of them later on. That just feels so much better as opposed to actually streaming on Twitch and then I can't make a video out of it unless I like archive or whatever it is. Although I do want to stream on Twitch a bit, it's just YouTube is just a lot more convenient for how I plan to make content. Also, I like I said, I did do some summons on Twitch. Uh, before that, hello and welcome. My name is Krish. A lot of people call me Z. Some Genshin Impact. Some Genshin Impact. For those of you who don't know of this game, this good. You've not a gacha addict yet, and you'll enjoy the game until you have extra money that you want to spend, and then you spend all of your money that even isn't extra. It's not a good thing. It's a horrible habit. That being said, um, I've been playing this game for a few years, and I didn't get Ayaka the first time she came around because I was like, I have Ganyu, except I only use Ganyu on melt. I don't know why, but it's always felt better because I don't know why. Ganyu melt just feels so much better to me than Ganyu freeze. It's been that way for so long. But I digress. Just like the stream title says, I'm gonna get straight into summoning. My bad for this being some random late night stream. I honestly didn't expect to, but I said to myself, I need to think more like a content creator. And so I'm gonna fulfill on those words that I said to myself. I'm gonna think more like a content creator. Razor, I think we're gonna have to move your team off of here, buddy. As much as I love your team, I don't enjoy using it in Overworld. And I need to make way for another team. We are going to use Layla as temporary. Actually, I can just put everybody else on the comp and she'll fill it in. Then I can just move it around. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I did some summons on Twitch. I didn't win the 50-50, and I'm like 20 summons deep. And there's rumors that Yae Miko comes in the next version of this game, along with Cloud Retainer. And I'm slightly hyped for Cloud Retainer. It's just that I don't think that she'll really fit on my account too much. But who knows? I might end up getting her. The issue is that Yae Miko might come later on. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, but nothing else matters. My favorite team. Oh, I have so much catch up to make. I'm gonna make a stream. I'm gonna do a stream at some point soon. I promise. Before the year ends. That'll catch up this account. Because I've made so much progress in a month. Like to compare, I don't know if anybody wants to look back on my other streams. But first things first, New Valette. This was not the team that I was using on it before. I used the Hyper Boom team, and it felt so odd. Well, it felt okay, except as you might notice, compared to before, I have a Raiden team here. That was not the case. I exclusively used Raiden for EM because I didn't have her built, except since I did ESF Strongbox a few times, I now have her like existent. she has artifacts. She's missing the catch. I promise I started fishing today. I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, she exists. She exists. As for the rest of this team, I'm pretty sure it is Kazuha and Mona. I don't know why I forgot about that. Kazuha, Mona, Shenhei, except I don't own Shenhei. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a few teams that I literally just want to have purely for aesthetic. I tend to just force myself not to get those teams so I don't become a whale. Gonna let that sit there for a bit, even though it's a bit too late, but I swear I'm not a whale.
I hear you've got a job for me.
But let's see. I actually need to swap this team and this team. Because I like no, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Between Raiden and Ayaka, I don't know who I like more. Oh look, right on time. Alright, well. I want to pull for her weapon, except there's just too many banners. Oh, I guess before I summon, I will say there's just so much to catch up on. Oh my god. The original reason that I didn't build Raiden, see, was because I wanted her to get C2 before I actually built her, because I really like her as a hyper carry. Like, really like her as a hyper carry. Except I do like the fact that she synergizes with the team. I literally didn't know anything about, like, well, I knew Raiden how she worked for the most part. Except I didn't know her kid in details because of the fact that Zhangling, or not Zhangling, because I didn't like using Zhangling, only for me to realize it wasn't Zhangling I hated using, it was Ganyu. I know, so many facts. I digress. Let me stop being a fiend and then actually summon. I am about 20 deep, I think. 21 to be specific. Let's check. Make sure that I'm not on Navi's banner. Looking at Navi, she's actually pretty cool looking. I just can't stand her E. Like, not her actual E. I like how her E works. Reminds me of Ito's Ushi, but like not Ushi, in the sense that Ushi is just a god. But I just realized that he actually is a god. I digress. Ushi's just better. But I just don't like the fact that her E spams words every time you try to use it. And enough stalling. I need to summon. Ayaka banner. This is 30. I need one more Rosaria. I guess I do need Kandake's as well, don't I? Because Sucrose has been C6 for like eons. 40. I might actually not have enough summons. Okay, I'm getting a lot of Kandake's. 50. Kandake and Rosaria? That's actually blessed. Quick pause. I'm sorry. Quick pause. I just really want to see. Yeah, I was only missing one Rosaria dupe. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that her last Rosaria dupe was useless. Oh, daisy. I truly didn't know. And then I need 2 more Kandake's. That would be what, 40 or 50? Let's go 60. Okay. That is one more Kandake. Oh, I don't know why I expected there to be a skip button. 70. Okay, so now we're getting into the late 70s. A Dory. I, I didn't expect to see a Dory. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I didn't expect to see a Dory. I know I'm a degenerate. I use, yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, we're gonna go for this. 72? I might be off by like 10. I'm so sorry if I am. 73. This should be about that point where things get higher. 74. I fully expect this game to make me go like hard 50. 75. Unless I'm just dumb and this is like 60. 76. 77. Okay, I think this might be 60. 78? No, this is her. Okay. I'm home. Oh, yes. Oh. I would be so much more hype if this is 50-50 being one. but I just used so many times. I got her at 78. Yeah, that just used so many summons. Let's give her some levels right quick. Actually, might not even have enough. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We still have that feature now that I can just. This is so weird. It's weird not clicking it and not just immediately already leveling up. Max level reached? Level 20 is Ayaka's max level. She's just too strong otherwise. I didn't even know she goes up in crit damage ascension. But I'll tell you that I literally skipped so many characters. I don't even remember why. I think I skipped them just for the sake of skipping them. Don't mind me. I've made some weird decisions with my account. I've been trying to clean them up for the past month, and that's why you haven't seen me exist. This is a placeholder team, but the main issue is that I guess I'll explain why I have this team here. I want Shenhe, and like I was saying, Ayaka and Shenhe. I really like Ayaka because I enjoy Tornado Go Burr. That's cool, right? But the main thing I like about her is her charge attacks. That's something that I think for on-field characters, you should really enjoy the way that they actually attack. Otherwise, it feels kind of odd. Like her general attack burn is dash, 1-2, slice, even though the second one's kind of weird sometimes. Getting the timing when she comes out of that feels so bad. But yeah, 1-2 slice. And then her aesthetic of the sword becoming frozen. Oh, beautiful. I literally, before streaming, went to go try her out again to make sure. Because like I said, I want C2 Raiden. But then I was like, if I really want C2 Raiden, then it's a little bit iffy. We are going to swap to a Black Sword for a second. Actually, I've never... well, increase normal charge attack damage. That's kind of bad because of the fact that she uses her ult for a majority of her damage. Amanoma Kagauchi. I actually want to see how trippy this weapon is on her. Oh, that weapon is so trippy. That being said, I did say that I'd strongbox ESF, and I'm dumb because I didn't actually mean to strongbox ESF. I did, but I didn't because I didn't actually want to have a set of ESF yet before I actually got myself a set of this. Like, I really wanted a set of Blizzard Shredder before I got a set of ESF. And I did have a set, but it wasn't a very good set. So I got rid of some of the pieces and just sacked them. Because it was just a lot more worth it. Well, this was cryo damage. Well, this was cryo damage. That being said, let me give her a cryo damage goblet. There's a few interesting teams that I want to try on. Because although I do have the option of... That's a lot of crit rate. That'd be good if I needed the EM. Crit damage. This is a lot better. Just straight ER and crit damage. Because I'm not going to really need the crit rate. At least I hope I'm not going to need the crit rate. Cool. I could just probably two-piece Memer for a second. I don't have any extra one of these pieces, but I could just throw another Noblesse piece on her. Just two-piece Memer for a bit. It won't be the best damage comparatively, but it'll be pretty decent. It'll be pretty decent. I haven't looked at Blizzard Share in so long. But back to the team thing. You know, I find that if you can really enjoy your on-field character a lot, then it just makes enjoying the characters that much better. Like, I really enjoy the charge attacks. They look so clean. They have a decent bit of AoE. Her E is the way that her mechanic of this works is so good looking. Or not so good looking. The way the mechanic of her actual skill works is so amazing. Or, I don't even mean skill, I just mean dash. The fact that the dash implements into the kit gameplay is such a wild thought to me. But in terms of team, I really want Shenhe. There's certain teams that I've been thinking of, which is another reason I put Ayaka, that I've just really wanted to play, that I've been ignoring for a while. Obviously, first things first was C2 Raiden Hyper, but I was like, honestly, I've been enjoying Xiangling a decent bit. It's just that I lost so much motivation to play her since I pulled her so many more times than I wanted to, and because this was a team that I used for so long. Like, so long. It's a really strong team. My Ganyu hits like 100k charges. I had scrapped that team because I got so bored of playing Ganyu, and then I went to go try an Abyss a second ago, which I also meant to stream. I'm so sorry. I'm a failure as a content creator. I also meant to stream. I'm going to apologize again because I actually had so much fun doing Abyss. I've been having so much fun playing Abyss. All these new teams because I made a like investment not list. Well, yeah, investment list, but I kind of just prioritized who I cared enough about the most. And once they got strong enough, and once the team got strong enough, then I just kind of stopped worrying about it. Like I streamed this, but the first time after getting Furina is when I actually streamed building and getting artifacts for Nuvalet and Furina. His artifacts are decent. Like, for my taste, he's missing a bit of ER. I want to give him an HP goblet. He has decent HP regardless, but I want to give him an HP goblet and some more crit damage. Like, a solid 30 or 40 more crit damage. And that'd be like top tier investment. I wouldn't want to touch him anymore. But this is like enough investment. This is honestly a little bit more than enough investment because the issue, not issue, but the main things I have is weapon. His weapon just gives so much stats. And he's so strong by himself that it kind of just, it's weird. It's wild. He literally can solo Abyss. While doing Abyss earlier, and I mean literally earlier, like 15 minutes before streaming, I literally went to go run it and I was trying to mess with the Ganyu team, except the issue is all the bosses are second half and the first half is so hydro dependent that it would have been just not worth it to run with Ganyu in the first half. And the issue with second half, if I wanted to try and clear, which I'll preface with, I didn't do the last floor, and I said this on Twitch, I didn't do the last floor, and I mean the very last floor, like 12-3 second half, because I was using a Zhao Purina team. The last floor is Kapalia, who is resistant to Bio and Animo. You can see the issue here using a Zhao Purina team, which uses 3 Animo units. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I know I'm dumb. But to continue, I cleared the comp with the first floor with Furina and Nuvalet. Now, I will say my Furina's built quite well. Like, I'm not gonna brush past that. Like, this is quite good stats compared to ER as well. I think no, I didn't throw ER's hands on her, but her stats could be better. I threw this on her. I just randomly got this and I was like, this is really good if somebody just needs a piece for ER. And I was like, I'll just keep it because I haven't gotten any good ER sands. I rolled one piece of crit rate, and the person that I thought about putting this on was Miko, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this here. But you know, I have more than enough good pieces on this. It's not even a thought of is the issue of the artifacts for her. I don't even care about investing into her more. The only issue is just getting her talent to level 10, because this game I've been upgrading so many teams that I've run out of gold. I'm sorry, Mora. I've run out of so much Mora that it's actually painful. This is a high amount for me. Normally I've been going down to like 10k consistently. So it's kind of interesting. I guess she has a new craftable that's better than Amanoma. I don't even know when I got this first Amanoma. It's the new Fontinian craftable, except for drip aesthetics, this looks so much better. And it also covers your ER like requirements. So if I don't get that much ER off of artifacts, which he's at 122 right now, so I guess so far she's doing okay, because I guess that this gives ER and this gives ER, not this, and each other gave ER, even though her weapon, nah, either way, her weapon gives a bunch of attack. Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess that makes sense as to why the new weapon is so good, because it's a crit weapon, I think. This weapon just looks really drippy. So if I end up getting some really good like crit stats, crit artifacts, and I don't need the ER, or I need the ER, then I'll just use this. But if I don't, then it's gonna be a little bit different. But I ESF'd a lot of my artifacts that were spare, so I'm gonna take a while to build my Ayaka. I'm not gonna lie. I just have to get her. It just felt right. I needed her, and so I got her. It just felt it was only right. I swear. That being said, she is just the last person I got there. I need to go check this. When was the last time I got a 5-star on this? Why am I just some pulls past this? 4, 9, 14, 24. I think I said that I was gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna do some singles on this. This could be really dumb, or I could just for some reason become a god. Oh, if that would have became a 5-star, I would have cried. Cried dead on stream. Another Dragonsman. Who would have thunk? That's one pull in. I just wanted to recheck because it's late, literally 4 a.m. And I was just like, I need to have this on content or on YouTube, or just to stream it, just to say that I made some semblance of content out of summoning, because it's so bad. I've done too many summons this year without putting it on. 24. Okay, so that's 25, 26. Okay, this game is jump scaring me. I've had a situation like this where it actually gave me a 5-star after a few summons, and it's scaring me. 27. Thank you for. You need to stop. You make me burst out tears. 28. Okay, thank you. Try to make a grown man cry game. Stop this. And then 29 and 30, but I'm missing one summon. 9. One more 30. I'm just being dumb. I just like, when there's a banner like this, I like to make sure that I do at least one temple on this, or at least even out the temple. I don't even know how I managed to go 24 past. I think it's probably because I did one temple on each one of those, and the last time I got a 5-star was a temple that had 4 after it, or however many after it. I could do the event on stream. I could, but I also should go to sleep. It's quite late, and I got what I wanted to do done for the most part, and I kind of do need to wake up a bit later. Let's see what I get out of this, and see what I get out of the last summon of that too. Pretty bad. Let's see what I get out of this. Oh, let me also just clarify. I lost my 50-50 for Ayaka. So this demon child, Chi-Chi. What makes it worse is this is her C5. I am 1 away from being depressed clinically. But you know, I need to make a catch-up stream, actual gameplay stream too. Maybe some exploration. I've been having a bit of fun exploring Fontaine. Actually finding chests, it feels so weird because I got a decent bit of exploration done for the new area. I haven't actually looked for a lot of things, but I've been looking for a few things. Like, I've been trying to make sure that I didn't do my commissions every day, which got pretty hard before 4.2 because of the fact that I kind of ran out of area to find chests. And even right now, it's actually relatively hard. I found some areas that I just really didn't go look at, but for a majority of the time, it's still pretty hard to find artifacts. Artifacts? I mean, yeah, it's still hard to find artifacts, but I meant chests. I 100% meant chests. I think I did a quest in this. Okay, I like how the team uses 2 people that just both have alternate sprints. There we go. Any new work? What is this for? What quest needs me to talk to Catherine? Or not Catherine. I'm just so used to the person Catherine existing there. The Steambird? I never noticed this creature. I'm gonna stop running into random things that make me want to play more. Or stay on longer. I literally need to skedaddle. One thing I will check though is the blacksmith is somewhere down here. Right? In one of these 2 directions. Where's the blacksmith? This direction. Okay, I'm gonna go in this direction, look at the blacksmith, and go look at the weapon right quick. No, we're gonna be nice people and not look down. Go over here right quick. Estelle. How goes the Estelle? I'd like to buy a weapon. What weapons do you have for me? She has... Oh, do I not have the weapon just yet? Actually, I'm going to go find the weapon. Alright, let me see. Do I have to purchase it from you? I do. It costs materials for me to purchase this from you? Goodness gracious, woman. Looter is heal, restore 8 energy. I wonder who that's good for. This actually might be pretty decent for like sub DPS Xiangwei or burst DPS Xiangwei. Give some energy back on top of giving him HP, meaning that his shield is better. But as for this weapon, oh, it's also an attack weapon. And when using elemental skill, also increases attack. Oh, but this weapon also needs you to have a lot of healing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might end up well, technically refine 1 of this is better than a refine 5 of I'll get this right quick. It's better than a refine 5 Amanoma when I meet ER requirements, and I think I might end up meeting our ER requirements. I already have a decent bit of ER. Not that I want to say that the current artifacts are exactly what she's going to keep on her, but yeah, so far she's down the right path. This is +6 from this. Never mind, she doesn't get ER from this, so yeah, it's just +22 from herself. She's already had a decent bit of crit damage, and her ascension is crit damage, maybe? Actually, don't remember. Her ascension crit damage? Yeah, her ascension's crit damage, so it ends up being at +33 to this too. 77. I need a bit more crit rate because I haven't used Blizzard Stray in so long. But in terms of team, I really wanted to. There's certain teams that I just really wanted to make, like I was saying. And one of those was Tignari and Ye. That's why I care about Ye so much. Because that's like a match made in heaven. The 2 furry creatures. Two furry characters. Literally. And they go too well together. Way too well together. It's actually crazy. They just complement each other so much with how their field time and kits work. It's a beautiful synergy. And Shenhe, I just like Shenhe. I'm not gonna lie, I just like Shenhe as a character. I just really like Shenhe. Her whole character story and just her actual model. Beautiful. And I just want to have Shenhe. And it just so happens that she works really good with AYAKA, who I also enjoy very much. So I want to get Shenhe. And the reason I say that so much and so aggressively is because of the fact that the team AYAKA, Shenhe, Mona, Kazuha is pretty much the team for her, right? But the issue is I don't have her, so it feels very weird to make a team because generally the other team that is made is just a regular, like just a regular freeze comp, like how you would have for Ganyu, where it's Morgana, but instead of Morgana, you just use AYAKA, which that team is 50-50 to me because I don't much enjoy using Diona on the comp. She's a good healer, and it is very good to make sure that you have healing. Except from my experience, I most of the time don't make use of healing very much because I invest into teams enough to where I can just do the damage and I clear in like 1 or 2 rotations. But I do like to make sure I have some sort of damage reduction. For instance, one maybe not damage reduction. Well, yeah, I guess some teams do have damage reduction, but just make sure that I can somehow dodge. Like, make sure that there's some sort of survivability built into kit is what I want to say. So I cleared the second half of the Abyss last rotation using my Tau comp, which you'll note I don't run a healer on this comp other than Jing Chu. And I think I did do that. I did it first try. And Kapaya, as y'all would know, is a very beefy boss in the sense that she hurts a lot. Or they hurt. I don't even know how to say that. The situation. Kapaya hurts a lot. And so using Hu Tao on that comp, it's very good. Because you'll be able to damage her pretty easily. She doesn't move. But she hurts a lot. But I just out DPS'd her. And because of how invulnerability frames work for Hu Tao, because of the fact that they're literally built into her attack combo, I just didn't take the damage. So when it comes to something like AYAKA where you do that, I generally know the enemies enough to be able to just out maneuver them and then kind of chill. And so when it came to something like AYAKA's team, it felt very odd to use somebody that wasn't like gonna give her more damage. Like I could just use Mona Kazuha Diona, and that would probably be more damage. Well, it is more damage than the Venti comp for the most part. And it's like, yeah, easy replacement, but I don't know. Using Diona just feels weird to me because it's very odd. You actually need to use Rosaria. Or not, you need to use Diona since the healing just feels like a bit much. The shielding is, well, the healing and shielding is just a whole lot. One or the other with some utility would be so much greater. So much better. I'm sorry, like I said, it's 4 a.m. It's about to be 5 a.m. So much better. So
as a jeweler cherishes their gem.
it's like, she's cool. I have her upgraded a little bit because I used her back when Morgana was the Z team. So she exists. But it's just like, she doesn't really do much other than heal and shield, which I'm not really looking for because most of the time I'm just gonna out damage things. Plus Mona on the team, I would pretty much kind of try and strive for if I really wanted the healing, I'd just use something like Prototype Amber, and then she'd just be a-okay from that. Then just runs tons of ER on her and just be chilling. Like with Prototype Amber, she has less ER requirements as well, top of healing the team. And if I wanted to, I can use TTDS on her to give the team more damage instead. If I found that I didn't want the healing off of that either. So it's like, I don't really much care for wanting to use Diona that much. But I also don't really want to move Rosaria because of the fact that she's going to be replaced. So it's kind of like, there's options. There's definitely options. Definitely options. And I do like Rosaria. I've always thought about putting Rosaria. It's just that I never really had a good reason to. I'm actually going to swap this off of her too, because I haven't been using Yujin. I dropped so many characters too. I had a Yoimiya team. She still has artifacts. I just don't find playing her very fun over Hu Tao unless I need to use the range on her. Because I like her as a character a lot more than I do actually playing her. Because playing her gets so stale after a while. It's actually painful. I guess you can assume what type of teams I like based off the fact that my favorite team so far has been Tig's team. Or one of my favorite teams, because I do enjoy using Patao's team as well. It's just really active. Any team that's extremely active feels so good. I think beforehand I didn't feel that way because I just played the game so long and it wasn't as much exciting gameplay for me. But I've been playing pretty heavily since 4.1, and I was playing enough before that, but I've been playing real heavy since 4.1. And my passion for this game has been reignited so crazy. The story from 4.1 to 4.2 Absolutely amazing. Made me want to rebuild my child. I'm not gonna lie. Child, I didn't like him originally. Well, I liked him. I love his kid. His how different of a playstyle he has compared to other characters is amazing. Except I don't like the fact that you have to micromanage him a lot. I still don't entirely like that fact, but that's made up for by just knowing the rotations. And playing nowadays, I'm sticking to the rotations pretty easily. Like, I have so many rotations memorized, you would think that it is like binary code for a computer. It's insane. Even his combo, like, Sig is probably the most technical character that I have outside of Hu Tao. Sometimes, the issue is that when you have Hu Tao's timing wrong, you have Hu Tao's timing wrong. Like, it gets really bad. There's a lot more leeway for Sig where if you mess up, because his combo, his technically best combo is you use his E, and then you charge attack, and then you use his ult, and then charge attack, so using the other two. And most of the time, you'll get that off if you just, I don't want to say, yeah, good enough, I guess. If you're, but I'd rather say if you're used to it enough. I've used so many rotations, especially the quote-unquote harder ones, that getting used to this rotation is really easy. Plus, when it comes to Tig's team, at least this specific Tig team, since Nahida's here to be able to make particles even more, the room for messing up is so much. Like, there's so much room to mess up that combo. Because you can use almost any variation of using his skill, his burst, and his chart attacks, and then you're probably fine. The DPS difference, Tig does enough damage, especially when because he does single target damage. It's like, yeah, he definitely does enough damage. Plus, Fish will make up for any damage that you messed up with, or in Nahida or Yamiko. I'm actually so hyped for Yamiko coming. I'm actually kind of sad though, because I don't plan to whale, which means that I really don't want to get C2 right at all, and then end up having to just sit there and stare at Yamiko's banner and be like, I may not get her, I might get her. Plus, getting here at C2 is a nice quality of life and damage improvement. I'm not gonna bother for her weapon, number one, because I never found her weapon to look cool, even with her. It looks decent with her, but and it's not that much more damage than using Widsith. So it's like I don't much really care for her weapon at all. I'd rather choose Widsith because in terms of stats, they're almost the exact same stats, like main stat wise, and then the skill or the actual ability usage thing, it's like, yeah, on aggravate teams, especially like Tig's team, the damage between her signature and Widsith is so small, so much smaller. So I'm not even gonna bother trying to worry about her weapon. I'd rather get her C2. It's quality of life and more damage. Kind of makes her a lot more skill focused as well, meaning that running something like Golden Troop doesn't feel as weird due to the fact that she has a lot of like ult damage, which makes it partially weird to use Golden Troop because sometimes you used to use ESF on her. But either way, oh yeah, she's built pretty well as well. No crit weapon. He's built quite nice, but he has a crit weapon. Crittiest crit weapon. Bro has almost a refined 5 Skyward Harp. That is almost the same crit stat as an Aqua Simulacra. Arguably very close, considering the fact that it also has this. Once it gets refined 5 and that's 2.0 and 40% and 100%, yeah. It's crazy. Also, I thought I was gonna like the Nahida variation of this team a lot more, only to come to the conclusion that I really dislike Nahida. Especially, okay, I don't mind Nahida's kit. It's pretty cool, but the need to reapply her ability inside of wave content, this feels so bad. It feels absolutely horrendous. To go back and forth. I should probably do something while I'm running back and forth because I really did get off, but I'm just in a little bit of catch up, a little bit of explanation. But the need to reapply her skill feels so bad. So bad. It's probably a big reason why I didn't want to get Sino either, because Sino is really dependent on high uptime characters like Nita. But the issue is inside of wave content, no. That is probably another big reason why I actually started to grow to dislike the Hyperbloom team, outside of the fact that I just wanted to use my Raiden as an actual character too. It was the fact that the need to reapply this, even though he has really free field time, you could swap it on and off of him. It just felt so bad, because a lot of times he does too much damage, and then they'll end up dying before you even like use your skill. Especially on a Furina comp, where Furina's just doing damage to trigger hyper blooms as well, or cause the blooms, and then causing the hyper blooms as well. So it's like, yeah, for the most part, it felt so bad to play that team, so bad. And then I just started using the double hydro comp. I said double hydro. What is double hydro? But I just started using the Nouvelette quote unquote carry comp, and it feels a lot better. I actually need to get Zhongli tenacity, not tenacity. I need to give him Archaic Petra. He needs to be on a different set for this team, but I just realized I wasn't using him on. Oh, that is so crazy. Okay, this is a moment of truth. Did I leave you on tenacity? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. That's fine, because she was running Deepwood. Okay, I'm dumb. I was about to be like, did I clear that without running Deepwood on anybody? Because that would be insane. But no. Still was insane. I didn't. Well, I knew that I had enough investment into the team, but I didn't realize how easily the team would wipe everything. Like, I was clearing first half so fast with the Nouvelette team that I had more time in the second half than I thought I did, based off of using other teams. Mind you, all of the other teams that I wanted to use were just like not hydro heavy, so it made running through the first four so painful. Like, I didn't even bother to try that team. I was using I think I tried using this team. I partially tried using this team. I need to level up my Goro. That's probably the biggest issue on this team. I was originally running double Geo, double Hydro, but I was like, if I'm gonna run double Hydro, I might as well just run this comp, or just this comp, or just like a Furina, Jean, Yelon, and then somebody else comp. Like, it's just no point in running double Hydro on Geo for two reasons. Number one, because my character has literally been albedo probably since his release, or are very close to his release. See? There's almost a 0 between these two. Oh my god, I haven't been to the screen in so long. Holy. You know, he's been my character for a while, and inside of any main Discord I'm in, like Kitching mains or any main, I've had albedo's like dad. That's my like the second part of my username for so long. I think I changed the albedo's stepdad recently, just for the memes, because I was like, his dad sounds crazy. Although it kind of was pretty funny, or it is still extremely funny. But I don't know, I've enjoyed playing albedo because I like his character. He's cool. His character story is amazing. And recently, since Ito got decommissioned, I guess I'll just go over who I decommissioned real quick. Decommissioned, extra decommissioned. Although he is just waiting to be recommissioned, I just need to get Polar Star, and then I'll start using him again. Because I need to match his aesthetic, on top of the fact that Nymph Dream and Polar Star both have that same prerequisite thing. I could, if I wanted to, just give him Skyward Heart, but the fact that I don't have a weapon for Tig, since Hunter's Path hasn't been back ever, is going to make it very painful. Kaching got decommissioned almost right after getting heated. By the time I got heated, I didn't care about Kaching. I deleted so many Thundering Furry artifacts just because, like, I'm never going back to Kaching. I've done myself a justice. Like I said, Yumi will get used whenever I need her, like in range situations, but outside of that, I'm not worried about using my Yoimiya like ever. Her crit stats are a bit weird because I have her on Rust, which ironically I could just leave her on, and these crit stats are a-okay. 7162. yeah, her stats are a-okay for the most part. I wouldn't have to worry about it at all. But you know, I was surprised I was able to clear pretty easily. Anything else to catch up on? Just quickly catch up on. Oh no, but I was saying I ran this team, and I was running the double double, and I was like, feels meh. Because Noelle has so much AoE. Oh, good God. Noelle has so much AoE that it felt weird to run a team that didn't capitalize on AoE. And then this team capitalizes on the AoE. On top of, I realized that this is the strongest Albedo team. You know, so Beto's father, I'm trying to see him do well. And so I was like, okay, this is the team I'm running. Because it's just literally transferring. The reason it felt weird to run this team before is because of the fact that it was just transferring Ito to Noelle and then adding Farina. And if you're adding Farina part, didn't feel so weird because I never enjoyed running like Zhongli as the fourth character on Geo because I hate like mono teams. It hurts me greatly. But it felt so much better to be able to actually use Albedo. Because it's been so long since I actually have been using them often. Even though I use the Geo team almost every day when I was actually playing, or wasn't playing as much. I don't even know why. I just love Ito. It was a sad day when I decommissioned him, but the upside is that I now have a Albedo that is built like this. So I wasn't too mad. The reason his stats, I say like this, is because his circlet is fire. His goblet, why is your goblet so mid? I think this is, I got this. Well, no, his goblet is also fire. It's literally 35 CV, but it's not the point. His sands is garbage. I'm not gonna lie to you, his sands is absolute garbage. I never got a good sands for the set, like ever. I don't know why. Got this. I got this a while back, and I never had a use for it. I was gonna actually, I think I put it on Ito before I decommissioned him. But did I need more crit? Oh no, his stats are almost like, well, no, actually, I have a bit more crit rate than I need. Oh, okay, never mind. I remember what I did. This piece at a service level looks better. It's ironically more CV. And not just more CV, but the thing is, since Goro's here, Goro's C6, he gets an extra 40 crit damage to the geo damage that he does. So it's kind of just much better to run him on more crit rate and less crit damage, even though it's not that much more crit rate, but it is a decent bit more. Since he ends up at 67, 164 about. So he's missing some crit rate actually. I just can't give him any more. I don't have any more crit rate to give him. I actually wish that I can give him a better sands, but I'll have to come back to that set a little bit later. This set also would be, oh no, this is gonna be kind of hard to get a better version of. Seeing this HP just looks so weird every time I look at it though. I don't think I have any other. Well, I think no. Noelle is not on a better one. She's just on a defense percent from the set. I was gonna say Noelle might have my better piece, but no, she doesn't. It's just stats better. Oh, yeah, this is also better CB. Except this has attack, and this has more crit rate, making it like still Goro just existing, making it better. So I haven't used this team in Abyss yet. I would like to get my Goro up a bit more. I need to ascend him. That's actually the next thing that I have 5 condensed that I've neglected because I haven't known what I actually wanted to use the resin on recently since I've been messing with so many teams. I really need artifacts, except I want to finish up a few teams before I worry about that. I've been trying to limit myself to worrying about 2 teams at a time. And the issue is that I just kept running out of leveling materials so often that it became so bad. to actually run anything. Because I only got Tignari and Fishel's team, them two, to level 90 relatively recently. Which was so bad because their Dendro reaction users means that they're missing out on so much damage from not being level 90 that it was actually pretty insane. But seeing as the next team that I want to work on, I don't, did I even, is Ganyu still there? I don't remember if I moved that Ganyu team or not. Because this should be Tig's team. I'm actually going to put probably Raiden's team. Although Ayaka's a little bit better for open world. And then Raiden team. Ganyu and Child. I would love to put Child and then Ganyu, but the issue is Child doesn't have any artifacts, so I can't actually use them. And Child, yeah, no, I guess Child's gonna be there for a while because I don't have any other characters I plan to. Oh, I guess Child's just the last person. The only other characters that are new are like Kokomi and Nailu, except I've slowly stopped caring about Nailu team. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that, but for the most part, these are the teams that I'm gonna be working on and using. Although quite a few of these teams have enough investment and I don't really actually have to worry about it. I need to get Yolanda to 90, and Xingqiu needs to get to 80 out of 90 at least. For the most part, I do want to get everybody that does damage to 90, but I've been working on too many characters for me to be able to do that and to not be a waste of res the majority of the time. So for the people that it really helps, I'm gonna do it. For people that it doesn't really help, I'm not gonna bother. So I would really love to get Jingchu up to 90. Because he's somebody that he used so often. But it just doesn't help his damage as much as getting like Yelan to 90, who scales off of HP. Who also has I decided to leave her weapon on her instead of being weird and not giving her a weapon. So that's how that's gonna go for the most part. What I will say is a team that I do want to mess with a little bit. Just a little bit, because one thing that I really wanted to do, nah, I can't mess with that team, is I really want a team that I actually make use of Furina and Yelan. I don't know why, but I just like that combo a decent bit. Probably because it's very close to the combo of using Nuval and Furina, where they both make use of the HP, and it's pretty fun. But the only team that I know that uses those two is the Noelle healer carry comp, where she's built with Fabs and Archaic Petra to drive Furina and Yelan. That team does a bunch of damage, but I'd rather just build her on my on Albedo's comp. I'm really gonna say it really is Albedo's comp. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's a quick little update. Just a swift little update. Working on these teams pretty much in this order, too. For the most part, I think. Yeah, actually exactly in this order. With the exception of the first four, who I don't think I've ever said, but yeah, it's literally order of the Avatar. Water, Earth, Fire, Air. I don't think I've ever said that on stream. I just kind of glossed over that fact and just let anybody who caught the reference catch the reference. But you know, in this order, I'm gonna be working on these teams. I just, oh damn, there's not that much time left in the year. Dang, I'm gonna try and stream a bit more before the year ends. Stream at least every other day type vibe, with the exception of this weekend to Christmas. If I do stream Christmas, it's gonna be on Twitch, because it's gonna be some streaming with the boys, with the homies, with the guys, the fellas. Because we have a little bit of fun planned. But I think that about summarizes it. I'm gonna kind of figure out exactly how I want to invest into these teams, because Ayaka's team is gonna be invested into, I'm not gonna lie, a bit of between Ganyu and Child, because Child needs a whole new artifact set. Ayaka doesn't, but I do have to build up Mona. Kaza has Kaza. I need to get him to 90 and then get his talents up. His talents are probably the most botched ones yet, outside of Ganyu. Oh, after playing her for a few minutes, or not even a few, a bit more than a few minutes, a few years later, this team feels so but she feels so as well, so it's fair. I kind of just got tired of her. She just doesn't feel. She feels really clunky to play, for the most part, because there's nothing fast about her. It's just you sit there and wait for her charge to come. And bink bink. It's cool, but also, man, I've just had her for too long. Probably why the novelty of doing that kind of died on me. But that concludes it. We're doing more streams for sure for the year ends. I need to get a video out, which I decided if I do make a video, it'll probably be a nice little compilation of all of my pulls for the year. I definitely need to do that. Although I'd have to go deep into the footage for that. Hopefully I'd still have recordings of earlier in this year. I don't even remember who I summoned earlier this year, if I even did summon. But for now, I guess that's it. I'll be doing more streams. Feel free to go look back at other streams. They're pretty fun. I try. I'm gonna be trying even more hard. Oh my god. Don't stream at 5 a.m. if you ever decide to stream. Just a side note. Proper decision. Go to sleep. Make some content the next day. These are EU hours. I'm an American. This isn't even really EU hours. Like Asia hours. Kinda. Not even. You know, make better decisions, kids. Don't be like me. It's bad for your health. For everything. But if you enjoyed, well, I hope you enjoyed. But if you did, I still find saying leave a like weird, but somewhere so I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, I plan to make more content, and I hope you enjoy that. Feel free to come check it out. With that, hope you have a good day or a good night.